Hey you guys, I got a really good one for you today. It's gonna be superset combos, and I've got my timer, interval timer again today. So I set it for 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. And there's actually 4 different supersets, and they're gonna go by really fast because it's timed. And I'm gonna actually do 1 round of each of them, so you can see exactly what it'll look like. And I'm gonna write in the description to try to go for 4 rounds of each. If you can only do 2 or 3, that's fine. I mean, definitely sample all these supersets out and give them a whirl. All right, so the first one is actually gonna be 10 mountain climbers comboed up with 2 jump squats. So you just get down and do 10 climbers, up for 2 jump squats, and just keep doing that for the whole 30 seconds. And then you'll get that 15-second break, and then you go right into it again, 15-second break, into it again. Try it out for 3 to 4 rounds would be like your ultimate goal. So I'm just gonna do 1 round so you can see exactly what that looks like. I'm gonna clip the timer kind of like right there and then get set for it. All right, so I'm getting down, getting ready for that climber, and here we go. So all I'm doing is bringing my knee straight in. I try to keep my chest like over my hands. This is a really common mistake that happens with people. People get into this kind of deal. Try to like stay forward like this. It's gonna help you breathe a lot easier, and it's just obviously proper form. So you can take these as fast as you want. So you would do 10 and then 2 jump squats and right back down into 10 and then up for 2 jump squats, just like that. I'm actually gonna do 1 more round, just so you can see, because I was kind of talking through that mountain climber thing, so we'll see 1 true round and see what it's like. So I'm on my 15-second break. I'm gonna go right back down and get ready for those climbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I think you got a good idea of what that's like. So definitely a killer on your heart, so you get some great cardiovascular in there, and it's just like power and strength kind of busting through it just like that. So the second round of supersets, we'll introduce the dumbbells. So I want to do some tricep work and some shoulder work on this one. Give your legs and your heart a little bit of a rest. So you would do overhead tricep extension for 5, and then you would go right into a shoulder press for 5. So I'm gonna set my timer, and you can see what that looks like. I'm already still out of breath from that first one. So with these, if you are uncomfortable doing, 1 dumbbell in each hand, an alternate option would be to do this, where you just have 1 dumbbell and you would go for 5 reps, and then you could do a shoulder tap on each side for 5 reps, and then go right back into this again. Because, I mean, it is definitely different holding a bell in each hand and stabilizing and doing those arms individually. So if you're feeling really uncomfortable with it, you got that alternate, option to do. So I'll whip through 1 round of this so you can kind of see what it looks like. I'll kind of turn so you can see, where your elbows should be and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. So I would just drop them, stretch out the tricep. I'm gonna go for 5 reps. And then I just drop them straight down, shoulder tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right back to this. So I got 1 foot in front of the other, stabilizing my core so I'm not leaning back, which is really crucial. You don't want to have bad form. All right, so the reason why I did 4 rounds on this is because you don't really get a ton of volume in the 30 seconds, especially with some of like the repetition stuff. So really try for that 4 rounds, even if you gotta like take a little bit longer break in between. It doesn't matter, just try to get those reps in. All right, so you're already into our 3rd combo, which is gonna be dumbbell punch outs. So using the dumbbells to sort of like use your core, use your biceps and your shoulders to, just like you're punching like a hook shot almost kind of, you can do that. That's great. If you want to do some uppercuts, that's fine. Kind of like maybe you could vary it each round, do whatever you want. And you're going to combo that up with a suitcase high pull. So the bells are going to be right here. I'm going to come down and pull them up. So I'm going to get a lot of leg work, core work, bicep work, and upper back. So these two are definitely going to hit like almost every muscle in your body, which is great. That's what we want to do. So, all right, I'm going to hit this and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So remember, we got to do 10 punches. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then right into this. So I come down and I just pull them straight up. So I'm pushing my hips back, trying to keep my chest up. And then I would go right back in to my 10 punches. So I'm pivoting from my hips. I'm not just standing here and like keeping my upper body still. I'm actually moving just like that, like pivot off of your foot. So you get a lot, you know, out of that whole movement. You're using your core muscles, you're using your upper body, and then you're driving, you know, from that leg. So 4 times on that one, and then you're up to your very last one. So I'm just gonna reset this really, really quick, stop it so I can explain what you're doing. Okay, so let me just look and see. I almost forgot what it was. Okay, yes, ski bells. So we've done these before. So you bring them back and pop them up. You're gonna do 10 ski bells, and then you're gonna bend right over and do a bent over row for your back muscles, stabilizing that core right here. So I'll show you what those look like. Remember with the ski bells too, it's not a squat. You're not squatting down. You're pushing your hips back and bringing it up. So very, very similar to if you've ever done like a kettlebell swing, same kind of thing. It's just that, you know, you would have them here instead of with a kettlebell swing, it would be right here. But it's a lot of like posterior chain work. You're using your core and your hips and your glutes. You're not so much, you know, using your arms, they're assisting, but it's mainly for your backside. So, all right, we'll go through this really quick. 10 ski bells, 10 rows. So, I'm gonna bring them back, pop them up, popping my hips, squeezing my glutes, you know, all those familiar cues. So you check a couple from the side. Okay, so then I would go right into these bent over rows. You can hold them however you want. I'm doing them by the side here. I'm gonna do one more round so to show you like 2 other row variations. So I'm on my 15-second break and I'll go right into those ski bells one more time so you can kind of get a really good feel for those. Okay, here we go. Okay. I just make a point of trying to breathe, you know, every time I come up. Well, 30 seconds, right? All right, so couple options for the bent over row. The first round I did like this. So the second round, I'll show you, you can do like an overhand grip right in front of your body, which is awesome. You can, I'll show you just during this 30 seconds a couple. So you can bring them wide like that, or you can join them together, bring them close. You can also do the same thing with this reverse grip and bring them up like that. And you can bring them close, you know, just like it was a barbell. So, you know, vary these because just like changing your wrist position a little bit can really change the feel of the exercise. And that's really what weight training is all about. It's just like, you know, keeping it varied, changing the angles, changing the equipment that you use, you know, using your body weight, using dumbbells, using barbells, changing, you know, we've done so many things now where we're doing pushes from the ground, you're doing pushes while you're standing, you're doing pulls this way, you're doing pulls this way, you know, all kinds of just like different angles to mix it up. Number one, so you don't get super bored. And number two, so you're using different parts of those big muscle groups, you know? So always keep it varied, keep it switched up. So the description will be below on this one, but it is those 4 supersets, trying to go for 4 rounds. I think this will be a really, really good one. Invite a friend over, do it together, and have some fun. All right, have a super strong day.